we'll take all the 2-point victories that we can get, especially when we play that poorly. I thought James Siakam had a really good second half for us. Dejan hit a fantastic shot that probably won the game for us. And but you know, it's a little disappointing because we had a chance to put the game away and didn't. And we've got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do.
Is there any sense of Josh's injury?
We're pretty sure he tore his ACL and his MCL. So we'll MRI it tonight, but we're pretty certain.
Did you see what happened when you looked at it?
I didn't. I saw we turned the ball over, and then we didn't run back, and we thought they would make the layup, and they missed, and then we came running, trying to run in, and I think maybe it was one of our own guys that kind of crashed into Josh because he didn't run back in the first place, and caused the injury is what I think. Now I'll have to see it again on replay, but that's what I think I saw.
Needless to say that it's an ACL he's done for the year.
Correct.
What does that do to you guys depth-wise, especially in the middle where you didn't have a ton of depth to start with?
Well, it just, you know, it hurts. I mean, Josh is playing well. He's been playing good basketball for us and really improved in the off season and had 3 really good games in a row. He was on a string of 3 really good ones in a row for us, so very, very disappointed for him. He's had the injury his freshman year, and it's really, really unfortunate. I'm so sad for him and so sorry for him because you know, unfortunately, bad things happen to good people, and he's a wonderful kid and has worked very hard to try to become a good player. You just hate to see this happen.
And if you could just take us through the second half a little bit when they made their run, they got the basket some.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same story for us. We don't play to win yet. We just play to play. We just play and play. We just play. Hey, I'll try this. I'll try that. We play with no discipline. We're the worst coach team in college basketball right now. So. Got about 12 days here before our next game, and we'll have to give them some time off for finals. But I think I counted, and I think I get them about 6 or 7 days out of those 12, and I really do my best to make the best use of that time. Now, I've been trying to make the best use of that time since we went on this trip in August, but apparently I'm not getting through. And show it to them on film, and you try to be rational with them, and so they're not quite getting the message yet, but they're going to get some messages before we play again.
Siakam with a few big defensive plays tonight, including
really good second half. James really played well in the second half. Knocked free throws in. Was the difference maker for us for sure. He played very well in the second half, and needed to because Luke was at student health today with 101 fever, and Josh goes out, and so Shelby's playing some at the 5, which he hadn't played all season long, and so we just jumping around there a little bit, but our front court for the most part did their job tonight. Our big Damian did his job. James certainly did his job. It's our guard play that is really lacking at this point.
Can you identify what the point guard situation has to do to get better at this point?
Act like you've played the game before. Act like that you're just going to try to make a winning play instead of a fantastic play where everybody goes ooh and ah. Take shots that you can make. Pass it, know when to pass, know when to shoot. How about that? How about that? Just know when to pass, know when to shoot. Really? Pretty elementary stuff.
You see Shelby at the 5 the rest of this year most likely now?
You know what, Jeff? I'm going to have to. The good news about having the next 2 days off is it will give me a little bit of a chance to assess what our best options are and where we try to go from here. You know, do I do something with Luke Cornett at the 5? You know, and I'll have to. I'll have to spend the better part of the next 2 days. Tomorrow's reading day. Saturday we start exams, and so you know we won't see them until Sunday. And so I'll really have to give that some thought and see kind of what we come up with.
The last play looked like you guys almost knew what was coming and had it well within it. How did you see it from the work?
Well, we changed and went to a small lineup, not knowing that they changed and went to a small lineup. And really what the last play was just James Siakam doing what he was supposed to do. He came off and switched on a ball screen, and James is you know, usually very good guarding the ball, and he's very long. He tends to give guards trouble because he's got a 7-foot wingspan, and so he gets his hands to a lot of balls and block shots that you don't think he's going to block and things like that. And obviously their coach thought he got fouled, and he had a better look at it than I did. I you know, was on the other end of the court. I don't know what happened, but James, you know, James made a very good defensive play there, and which I was proud of him. I was proud of him for that 9 seconds because at that point anything can happen.
Last one.
Or not?
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.